Hi everyone, today I will be explaining how and why our school district should use the flipped classroom method in our schools. To begin with some background information, the flipped classroom model began when two high school teachers named Jonathan and Aaron discovered a software tool that allowed them to narrate and record PowerPoint presentations and then send them to their students, who could then look back on the information that was being taught during class. So what is a flipped classroom? The flipped classroom is a blended learning model and a pedagogical approach in which traditional ideas about classroom activities and homework are reversed, or flipped. In this model, teachers have students interact with new material or homework when at home, therefore leaving more time in class that is used for hands-on activities, questions, and personalized learning experiences that will accommodate all students. There are numerous advantages and reasons as to why we should be using a flipped classroom at our school. The flipped classroom model helps students of all abilities to excel. Flipping allows students to pause and rewind what their teachers have said and allows students to learn at their own pace. Flipping encourages students to actively engage with lecture material and it frees up actual time for more effective work and questions. There are 6 simple steps when using the flipped classroom method. First, you plan. Figure out which lesson in particular you want to flip, outline the key learning outcomes, and plan a lesson. 2, record. Instead of teaching this lesson in person, make a video. Make sure it contains all key elements you'd mentioned in the classroom. 3, share. Send the video to your students, make it engaging and clear. Explain that the video's content will be fully discussed in class. 4, change. Now that your students have viewed your lesson, they're prepared to actually go more in depth with the topic. 5, group. An effective way to discuss the topic is to separate into groups where students are given a task to perform. For example, write a poem, a play, perform a problem, or make a video. Number 6, whole class. Get the class back together to share the individual group's work with everyone. Ask questions and dive deeper into the content. After that, you're going to repeat these 6 steps. There are many pros and some cons of the flipped classroom model. Some pros include increased student input and control over their own learning. It promotes student-centered learning and collaboration, meaning that class time will be used to master skills through collaboration, projects, and discussions. Lessons are also easily accessible. Therefore, parents can check up on what their students are doing, and students who are forced to miss class due to illness, sports, vacations, or emergencies can catch up quickly. Also, students are given the freedom to learn at their own pace, since students do learn at different speeds. Students are also taking ownership over their own learning, and students may pause or rewind the lectures, write down questions they may have, and discuss them with the teacher or peers when in class. There are also some cons to the flipped classroom model. Those are increased screen time. All students do need a device or computer in order to view the lectures, which may be a problem if students do not have access. It also relies on preparation and trust. We as teachers must trust the students to watch the lectures at home before coming to class. So how does the flipped classroom use UDL? To begin with multiple means of representation, when using the flipped classroom, the material is presented in numerous ways, including video clips and auditory information. During the material that is being presented, students have the ability to control how they see and hear the information, meaning graphics can be enlarged, sound can be amplified, and key portions of the video can be paused and replayed as needed. In terms of multiple means of expression, students are given alternate ways for demonstrating what they know when using the flipped classroom by engaging in conversations, activities, and assessments that follow after the video, which take place in the classroom. Students can complete worksheets when watching the videos at home to demonstrate their learning too. Lastly, with multiple means of engagement, when using the flipped classroom method, us teachers can tap into learners' interest by including engaging videos and activities that follow. We can challenge students by incorporating new information with videos. Lastly, using the flipped classroom, we can increase motivation because when we are in the classroom, students are able to use experiments and do more hands-on activities. Lastly, I've put together an example of a flipped classroom video that we could use. When you click the link above, it will take you to a video of me explaining to students about saltwater habitats. Also, underneath, I have included what would happen in the classroom the following day to deepen students' knowledge on this topic. Overall, I think that by integrating the flipped classroom model, we will exponentially support teaching and learning at our school.